You know what absolutely grinds my gears? WWE keeps shoving the Usos down our throats like they are untouchable legends when Centimeter Punk carried this entire industry on his back 4 years and got nothing in return. And now they are putting LA Knight, the most disrespected superstar on the roster, in the same ring with these overrated tag team champions? This is either the biggest opportunity WWE has given us in months, or it's another setup to make us look like fools for believing in real talent. Let me be crystal clear before the Uso fanboys flood the comments. This match on Monday Night Raw was not what you think it was, and I'm about to expose exactly why WWE is playing dangerous games with their most valuable stars. The 6th of October 2025, Monday Night Raw. The arena is electric, and for good reason. We've got Centimeter Punk, the man who walked away from WWE because they didn't respect him, teaming with LA Knight, who's been fighting, clawing, and scratching for every ounce of recognition he deserves. And standing across from them, the Usos, Uso and Jimmy Uso, the longest reigning tag team champions in WWE history, the cornerstone of the bloodline, and the duo that Triple H apparently believes can do no wrong. But here's where it gets interesting, and here's where WWE either becomes genius or completely self-destructs. From the opening bell, you could feel the tension. Centimeter Punk and LA Knight aren't just partners, they are two alpha males who've been told no their entire careers. They are two rebels who've had to fight for everything while watching lesser talent get handed opportunities on silver platters. The chemistry? It was awkward, it was tense, and that's exactly what made it brilliant. The Usos come out with their signature swagger, doing their war cry, getting the crowd hyped. But let's talk about what really happened in that ring. Every time Centimeter Punk had Jimmy Uso in trouble, every time it looked like we were getting that classic Punk offense, that combination of technical mastery and raw intensity, the Usos would tag out. Every single time. Is that wrestling IQ or is that fear? Drop your answer in the comments because I need to know if you're seeing what I'm seeing. LA Knight brings that unmatched intensity, that fire that makes you believe anything is possible. When he gets the hot tag, the place erupts. This man delivers a running knee that nearly takes Uso's head off, and the crowd is begging for the 3 count. But here's the million-dollar question: why does WWE keep having Knight come so close to these massive victories without pulling the trigger? Is it brilliant storytelling or is it creative sabotage? Now here's where things get spicy, and this is where I need you to pay close attention because WWE is playing chess while we're all playing checkers. Late in the match, Centimeter Punk has Jimmy Uso locked in the Anaconda Vice, his signature submission that's made legends tap out. The crowd is going insane. Jimmy's hand is shaking, his face is turning purple, he's inches away from tapping out and giving Punk and Knight the biggest victory of their partnership. And what happens? Uso breaks it up with a superkick that would make Sweet Chin Music jealous. But here's the thing that nobody is talking about: where was the referee? Why didn't the official maintain control? Why is it that every single time the Usos are in danger of losing, there's always a convenient distraction, a missed call, or a last-second save that defies logic? Quick question for the Wrestling Zone 1 family: do you think the Usos would still be considered the greatest tag team of all time if they didn't have the bloodline backing them up for 2 years straight? Yes or no? Drop it in the comments. I'm reading every single one. The final 5 minutes of this match were pure chaos. We're talking about near falls that had everyone on their feet. LA Knight hits the BFT, blunt force trauma, on Uso, and the crowd counts along. 1, 2, THR, kick out. How does Uso keep surviving these finishing moves? Is he superhuman or is WWE protecting their golden boys? Then Centimeter Punk, the best in the world, climbs to the top rope. The place is unglued. He's going for the diving elbow drop, the move that's been his signature since before half the current roster was even born. He connects. The impact echoes throughout the arena. He hooks the leg. 1, 2, THR. Jimmy Uso pulls the referee out of the ring. That's when all hell breaks loose. Security is trying to maintain order. The referee is arguing with Jimmy on the outside. And while everyone's distracted, Uso recovers and catches Centimeter Punk with a superkick out of nowhere. Punk staggers backward right into another superkick from Jimmy, who slides back in. The 1D, the devastating Uso splash combination, and it's over. The Usos steal another victory, and I use the word steal very deliberately because that's exactly what this was. Centimeter Punk and LA Knight had this match won multiple times, and through referee incompetence, through numbers games, through every trick in the book, the Usos walk away with their hands raised again. Real talk: on a scale of 1 to 10, How robbed were Centimeter Punk and LA Knight in this match? Comment your number and let's see what the Wrestling Zone 1 community really thinks. But let's zoom out for a second because this match tells us so much about WWE's current landscape. Centimeter Punk is being positioned as the veteran who still has that fire, who can still go with anyone on the roster. LA Knight is being built as the future, the guy who should be in main event conversations but keeps getting overlooked. And the Usos? They are the establishment. They are the machine. They are everything that guys like Punk and Knight have fought against their entire careers. This isn't just a tag team match. This is a statement. This is WWE asking us, do you want fresh faces in the main event scene, or are you comfortable with the same names on top forever? And judging by the crowd's reaction, judging by social media, judging by the energy in that building, the people have made their choice loud and clear. After the bell rings, after the Usos celebrate like they just won the lottery, watch Centimeter Punk's face. Just watch it. That's not the face of a man who's okay with what just happened. That's the face of a man who's been disrespected one too many times. And LA Knight? He's seething. He's pacing the ring like a caged animal who just got poked with a stick. The cameras catch this incredible moment where Punk and Knight lock eyes, and you can see the wheels turning. You can see the frustration. You can see two men who know they are better than this but keep getting stuck in the same cycle. Final question, and this one's important: should Centimeter Punk and LA Knight become a permanent tag team and go after the tag titles, or should they both focus on singles competition? Drop your booking ideas in the comments because WWE Creative needs all the help they can get right now. Look, I'm going to be real with you, and this is why you subscribe to Wrestling Zone 1, because I don't sugarcoat anything. This match was fantastic from a pure wrestling standpoint. The action was incredible, the storytelling was compelling, and both teams left everything in that ring. But the finish? The ending? That's where WWE frustrates me to my core. How many times are we going to watch Centimeter Punk, a 7-time world champion, get screwed out of victories because WWE doesn't want to pull the trigger on something different? How many times is LA Knight, the most over superstar not in the main event scene, going to come inches away from that breakthrough moment only to fall short? The Usos are incredible. I'm not taking anything away from their legacy, but when you've been on top for this long, when you've had this many accolades, isn't it time to pass the torch? Isn't it time to let new stars shine? Or is WWE so terrified of change that they'd rather play it safe and wonder why ratings fluctuate? Here's what I need from the Wrestling Zone 1 family: smash that like button if you think Centimeter Punk and LA Knight deserve to win this match. Destroy that share button and send this to every wrestling fan you know who's tired of seeing the same outcomes. And subscribe if you want honest, unfiltered wrestling analysis that doesn't kiss up to WWE corporate. This match was a statement, but the question is, what statement was WWE trying to make? Are they building towards something huge with Punk and Knight, or are we being set up for disappointment again? The war has just begun, and Monday Night Raw just showed us that nothing is off limits anymore. The Usos may have won the battle, but something tells me Centimeter Punk and LA Knight are preparing for war. Drop every single thought you have in the comments. Let's make this the most discussed video on YouTube this week. Whose side are you on? Are you Team Usos or Team Punk and Knight? The wrestling world is watching, and your voice matters. Wrestling Zone 1 family, we'll see you in the next one, where we break down everything happening in WWE and beyond. Until then, keep that passion alive and never stop demanding better from the companies we support.